thanks for joining me here in my wee workshop in County Down in Northern Ireland. Now, grab your tea and join me for an unboxing. The first thing I should do is apologise for having such a crass idea as having an unboxing video on my channel, but I've been a bit short of ideas lately, so you'll have to just make do with this. So what's in here? Now, I decided some months ago, maybe even a few years ago, that what I really wanted in my workshop was a handheld belt sander. Can you see that? And so I hung around for a while to see if they would come up in Lidl again. Oh boy, it's quite heavy. Because, as many of you know, they do have some reasonable bargain tools in Lidl. And when the belt sanders came up, I often thought to myself, you know, maybe I could make use of one of those. Now, I do already have a belt sander, as you many know, but it's a stationary one. And I get a lot of mileage out of it. But I just thought for a particular job, a handheld one would be very, very useful. So I kept going to Lidl, but they weren't coming up. And then when I checked the price on Lidl, they weren't nearly the bargain that I thought they were going to be. So I just decided to bite the bullet, go on Amazon and get this one. It's not exactly top quality, but it'll do me. How does it open? Let's see. So what have we got in here? Well, not unsurprisingly, a belt sander. There it is. With a UK style plug on it. I'm very glad to see that, because on the picture on the front there, it has a sort of European type one, German one I think. It has one of these little useless little bags. A couple of clamps, which I assume are for mounting it upside down so you can use it like a bench belt sander, which quite good. It might come in useful. Don't really need it, but might be helpful. And this is part of the reason that I plumped for this one, is that it has a selection of belts that come with the tool. The other ones you had to buy extra ones, and when I went to a local box store style hardware do-it-yourself place, I won't name it, but I'll give you a clue. It's an anagram of Q and B. They were about £3 each. That would have meant there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 threes are, well, let's see, £27. So that's like getting 27 quid off this. Is that right? 3 nines? 3 nines are 27, are they? 9 and 9, yes. So that's like buying the thing and then having to spend another £27 in order to get a selection of belts. Now, the belts may not be of the highest quality, but then the ones at this certain box store probably weren't the highest quality either. And that, apart from the user's manual and two little cards here, warranty card, and a little thing that says, "Dear, good day. Thanks for choosing Jealous product. Jealous always aim to offer." Now, well, if you want to read that, freeze frame here. Okay, so thank you, Jealous team, if that's how you say this name. And a user manual, which will make nice bedtime reading later on. So let's get it out of the packet here and have a look at it. Well, here is the sander tool. it has 3-inch wide belt, and I happen to know that the belt size is 533 millimeters. Expensively made, it is not. It is made entirely out of plastic, including this lever to release the belt. You can see it comes off, but that comes off, yeah, pretty easily. No trouble there. Put it back on. And a very cheapy looking little tracking knob. Let me see if I can get that on a little bit better than that. Whoa, bit stiff. There's a little speed control on it, which I normally just ignore those things, put them up to sort of medium speed. There's a fairly ordinary sort of trigger on it, which feels okay, and one of these trigger locks, which I'm not the craziest about, which doesn't seem to be doing anything. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Maybe it has to be running in order to do something. So it was £57 delivered, which is a little bit more expensive than some of the alternatives, but I didn't want a Bosch or a DeWalt or anything like that, because I'm not going to be using this a great deal, and I will just use it when I need it, of course. Well, I won't use it when I don't need it. What a stupid thing to say. Something which I really appreciate about the design of this is these two little feet which are on the top of the tool. Can you see them? There you go. So that when you turn it upside down, it sits nice and firmly on the top of the bench. And that means when you put those, where did I put those clamps? Here they are. When you put these clamp things on, it will sit nice and firmly on the bench and not, you know, rock around like this, because they've made it round on the top, and these things become totally useless. And of course, like some other folks, I would say, why don't they do that with drills and put a nice straight bit on a drill? But anyway, this is good. It's not a real highfalutin tool. It's a cheapie, but I didn't want an expensivey because I don't have the money. So it just has to be what it is, and I'll just keep using it and tell you how I get on with it over the course of the next year. Of course, I'm always saying that when I get new tools, and I never actually do, but I promise some of these days. So the proof of the sander is in the sanding. So let's get a bit of wood and see how we get on with it. Wait there. These old fence boards are perfectly ghastly, my dear, so let's give them a wee bizz. Okay, let's see if it actually works. So I've been talking a lot about it, so not as noisy as I was expecting. That's a good thing. Ah, interesting. Before we do anything, I've noticed that the track is slightly off. I'm definitely trying to get off. Come and see this, because let's watch this and see what happens. It's actually a lot better than it was a few minutes ago. I'm going to try tightening it up a little bit. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get. Let's try a little bit of sand. Sounds silly, but the amount of dust in it took me by surprise. And I would also suggest that you wear safety glasses or some kind of eye protection, because although the dust is not big dust, it's dust, but I do feel a little bit of it in my eyes and some of it on my face, and partly because the position of the dust outlet, it's near your body. Can you see that? I can't see that. If I'm if I'm using it like that, the dust comes up and it's on your body. The airflow is directed up into your face. So that's not so good. So I'm going to put that on right now. It's got some sort of, oh yeah, it's got a little spring clip thing. I'll try that. I'll put that on like that and maybe it'll help a little. So let's see how easy it is to change the belts. It is unplugged. And all I do is flip this thing out and that releases the tension on the front roller. Lift that out. Put this brand new one in. And that was it, easy peasy. However, the track will probably need to be readjusted. Look carefully here, you can still see there are a lot of scratch marks on it, as you might imagine. But at least it's at the stage now where I can rub my hand over it and it feels smooth. I need to do a lot of work to get all those scratch marks out if I was going to use this as a finished piece, but it's a lot better than it was. So, would I recommend the Hellas or Gelas or Yelas belt sander for £57 delivered in the UK? Well, I don't know what to say about that because, of course, I've only owned it for an hour and I've never used a belt sander, handheld belt sander ever before. It seems to get the job done. As we could see, for what it is, it feels reasonably well made. Is it going to last a great deal of time? Well, it won't matter to me because I'm not going to be using this as a main go-to tool. It'll be something that I use once in a while, and when I need it, it'll come in very handy. Otherwise, it's going to be on the shelf here. But I'll let you know how I get on with it as the years go on, months go on. We'll see. Anyway, I think that's it for the moment. Thanks for watching. Tune in soon for more stuff real soon. Until we do this again, God bless you. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Got a box to open today, and we all love we all love a box. We all love, what do we love? Unboxing. We all love an unboxing, don't we? Unboxing, what an ugly word. Anyway, I'm going to open it up and let you see what's in there. That's what we're going to do.